China's economy looks strong from the outside. Skyscrapers, fast trains, and busy factories paint a picture of success. But behind the scenes, things are not so perfect. There's a ruthless system at work. A system that crushes competition, controls the people, and hides problems from the world. Let's dive into how China's economy really works and why it matters to all of us. In the early 1980s, China opened its doors to the world. Before that, it was a poor country. Most people lived in villages and worked on farms. But then the government decided to change everything. Factories were built. Foreign companies were invited in. Millions of people moved to cities to find work. And it worked. China's economy grew fast. Very fast. In just a few decades, China became the second largest economy in the world. But this growth came at a cost. To keep things moving fast, China's leaders took control of almost everything. They didn't let businesses fail. They didn't allow free speech or protests. They didn't like it when people asked questions. The government made all the big decisions. And if someone didn't agree, they were silenced. That's how China kept growing, by being strict and sometimes ruthless. China's rise was built on exports. They made cheap products and sold them to the world. Phones, clothes, toys, machines, everything. Factories worked day and night. Wages were low. Rules were few. Foreign companies loved it. They made huge profits, and China became the factory of the world. But now, things are changing. Wages in China are rising. Workers are demanding more, and other countries are starting to worry. They don't like how much power China has. They don't like the spying, the censorship, or the control. So they're moving their factories to other countries like Vietnam and India. China is no longer the only option. Inside China, problems are piling up. Real estate is in big trouble. For years, people were told that buying homes was the best investment. So they bought, and prices kept going up. But now, there are too many buildings and not enough buyers. Some homes are never finished. Developers are going bankrupt. People are losing money and hope. Youth unemployment is another big issue. Many young people have college degrees, but no jobs. They study hard, get good grades, but still can't find work. This is leading to anger and sadness. Some young people are giving up on the system altogether. They call it lying flat, doing the bare minimum and not chasing success. It's their way of saying, we're tired. The Chinese government doesn't like this. They want people to work hard and follow the rules. They want total control over the economy and society. So they've started cracking down again. Tech companies are being punished. Billionaires are disappearing. Teachers are told what to say. The internet is censored. And cameras are everywhere. The government watches everything. Every transaction. Every message. Every movement. They say it's to keep the country safe. But many people feel scared and trapped. China's leader, Xi Jinping, believes the country must stay united and strong. He talks about the Chinese dream. But that dream comes with limits. You can succeed, but only if you obey. You can earn money, but don't challenge the system. And you must always trust the government. Outside of China, people are starting to push back. The US and Europe are making new laws to stop Chinese spying. TikTok might get banned. Chinese companies are losing deals. And countries are worried about relying too much on China. At the same time, China is trying to become more independent. They want to make their own chips, their own planes, their own everything. They call it dual circulation, relying less on exports and more on local demand. But this is hard to do when people are scared to spend money, when jobs are uncertain, when the future looks unclear. China's economy is still huge. It's powerful, but it's also facing big risks. The control that helped it grow is now holding it back. The people want freedom, but the government wants control. Investors want growth, but the system fears change. So what's next for China? Will it stay strong or start to break under pressure? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. China's ruthless economy affects the whole world. When China stumbles, the world shakes. And in this game of power and money, the stakes have never been higher.